The illusion of resolution. Do all problems truly have solutions? You've been there, haven't you? Staring at a complex challenge, feeling the weight of a problem pressing down on you, the clock ticking, and the elusive answer still hidden in the shadows. We are, by nature, seekers of resolution. From the moment we learn basic arithmetic, we're conditioned to believe that every problem has a singular, correct answer, patiently waiting to be discovered. This expectation, while comforting, often creates a profound illusion, the illusion that all problems, especially those in life, work, and relationships, neatly resolve into a single, definitive solution. But what if this isn't always the case? What if the very definition of answer needs to be expanded, or sometimes, the problem itself needs to be reframed? Join me as we explore this fascinating terrain, challenging our preconceived notions and empowering you to approach life's trickiest dilemmas with renewed perspective and an unyielding spirit. The lure of the single solution, when the answer becomes a trap. Our human minds crave order and closure. We are wired to seek patterns, predict outcomes, and find resolutions. This innate desire serves us well in many aspects of life, driving innovation and bringing efficiency. However, when applied rigidly to every predicament, it can become a significant roadblock. You might find yourself locked into a frantic search for the answer, convinced that if you just think harder, research more, or push further, the one perfect solution will materialize. This narrow focus often stems from deeply ingrained assumptions about the nature of the problem itself. We operate within self-imposed constraints, what we believe is possible, what resources are available, or what others expect. These assumptions and constraints, often unconscious, limit our perspective, blinding us to alternative paths. As the legendary physicist Albert Einstein wisely stated, the significant problems we have cannot be solved at the same level of thinking with which we created them. To truly break free, you must first acknowledge that your current framework might be the very thing holding you back. Embracing complexity, the rich tapestry of solutions. Life, unlike a textbook equation, rarely presents itself with clear-cut variables and a single, elegant solution. Most real-world challenges are laced with complexity, interconnected factors, unforeseen variables, and human elements that defy simple logic. To navigate this intricate landscape, you must cultivate an open-minded approach, recognizing that there is almost always more than just one solution. This is where your critical thinking skills truly shine. Instead of immediately jumping to conclusions, you are called to adopt an analytical voice, dissecting the problem into smaller, more manageable parts. Ask yourself, what are the core components? What are the underlying causes? What are the various angles from which this issue can be viewed? This systematic deconstruction is the first step toward embracing the multifaceted nature of real-world problem-solving. By doing so, you move beyond the simplistic search for the answer and begin to uncover a rich tapestry of potential resolutions, each with its own merits and implications. Unlocking hidden paths, tools for ingenious problem-solving. If the answer isn't always waiting to be found, then what approach should you adopt? The key lies in shifting your mindset from a rigid search to a dynamic exploration. Challenge your assumptions, this is paramount. Every problem comes with a set of unspoken rules and beliefs. What if those rules are wrong? What if those beliefs are limiting? Actively question everything you think you know about the situation. This act of intellectual rebellion is often the spark that ignites novel ideas. Reframe the problem. Sometimes, the problem isn't the problem, your perception of it is. Can you look at it differently? Instead of "how do I fix this mistake?" consider "what can this mistake teach me?" Or "how can I transform this setback into an opportunity?" A shift in perspective can reveal entirely new avenues for resolution. Harness collective intelligence, you don't have to go it alone. The old adage, two heads are better than one, holds profound truth. Engage others, colleagues, mentors, friends, or even someone completely outside the situation. When you be open to new ideas and invite diverse perspectives, you multiply your capacity for innovation. What seems like an impenetrable wall to you might be a simple gate to someone else. This collaborative approach often uncovers solutions you might never have conceived on your own. Adopt a top-down approach, and bottom-up, too. For large, overwhelming problems, a top-down approach can be incredibly effective. Break the main problem into smaller, more digestible sub-problems. Solve each piece individually, and then reassemble them. Conversely, don't shy away from a bottom-up exploration, where you experiment with small actions and observe their impacts, allowing solutions to emerge organically. Be creative, seriously. This isn't just a buzzword, it's a fundamental skill. Don't be afraid to think radically, to envision scenarios that seem outlandish at first glance. Brainstorm without judgment. Combine seemingly unrelated ideas. As Steve Jobs famously said, creativity is just connecting things. The more open you are to unconventional connections, the more likely you are to stumble upon a truly innovative path forward. Remember Thomas Edison's enduring spirit, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perseverance wasn't in finding the solution, but in eliminating all non-solutions until only the viable ones remained. That's a creative process in action. The mindset of the persistent problem solver. Ultimately, tackling complex problems that don't offer immediate, clear answers requires more than just techniques. It demands a resilient and optimistic mindset. First, you must be patient. True understanding and lasting solutions rarely arrive on demand. They are often the result of sustained effort, reflection, and sometimes, even stepping away from the problem to gain fresh clarity. Don't mistake a temporary pause for a permanent roadblock. Second, you must persevere. There will be moments of frustration, moments where you feel like giving up. This is natural. But it is in these very moments that your resolve is tested, and your character is forged. Remind yourself of your goals, and take one small step forward, even if it's just rereading your notes or discussing it with a new person. Embrace the journey of discovery, rather than just the destination of a fixed answer. Understand that sometimes, the answer isn't a definitive solution, but rather a profound understanding of the situation, an acceptance of an inevitable outcome, or even a redefinition of what success looks like. The process of searching, experimenting, learning, and adapting is the resolution itself. By staying open-minded and continuing to be creative, you transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth. Beyond the illusion, a path to true resolution. The illusion of resolution is not that problems don't have answers, but that we expect those answers to be singular, simple, and readily apparent. In truth, many of life's most significant challenges demand a richer, more nuanced approach. They call for your critical thinking, your analytical voice, and above all, your willingness to innovate and adapt. So, the next time you find yourself staring down a formidable problem, remember this: don't just search for the answer. Instead, be open to new ideas, challenge your assumptions, break down the complexity, and understand that more than just one solution might exist. Be patient, persevere, and invite others, because two heads are better than one. Cultivate an optimistic mindset, for it is your belief in possibilities that will unlock them. The journey of problem solving is not merely about finding an endpoint, it's about the transformation you undergo along the way. It's about becoming more resilient, more creative, and more profoundly attuned to the intricate dance of life's complexities. As the philosopher Seneca once posited, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Dare to see beyond the illusion, and you will discover that every problem, in its own unique way, holds the key to your growth. Conclusion. In real life, not every problem has a solution in the way we might hope. Some problems require acceptance, adaptation, or managing consequences. So, while the statement is inspiring, it is not always literally true. Practical wisdom. Do your best to solve what you can, accept what you cannot change, and know the difference. Peace, now and always.